Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today, let's decode the meaning of the shloka. Drushiskanda murtihi shrutau skanda kirtihi mukhe me pavitram sada taccharitram kare tasya krutyam vapustasya bhrutyam guhe santulina mama shesha bhavaha. This is a shloka from Subramanyeshwara Bhujanga Stotram. The first step in Anvaya is Padavibhaga. Therefore, the first padam is Drushi. Second padam is Skandamurtihi. Third padam is Shrutau. Fourth padam is Skandakirtihi. Fifth padam is Mukhe. Sixth padam is Me. Seventh padam is Pavitram. Eighth padam is Sada. Ninth padam is Tata. 10th padam is Charitram. 11th padam is Kare. 12th padam is Tasya. 13th padam is Krutyam. 14th padam is Vapuhu. 15th padam is Tasya. 16th padam is Bhrutyam. 17th padam is Guhe. 18th padam is Santu. 19th padam is Leena. 28th padam is Mama Shesha Bhavaha. The second step is to understand the meaning of each padam. Drushi means eyes. Skandamurtihi means Murti, idol of Skanda, that is Subramanyeshwara. Shrutau means ears. Skandakirtihi means Kirti, glory of Skanda. Mukhe means mouth. Me means mine. Pavitram means pure. Sada means always. Tat means his, that is Skandas. Charitram means tales of Skanda. Kare means hands. Tasya means his, that is Skandas. Krutyam means action or deed. Vapuhu means sharira or body. Tasya means his, that is Skandas. Bhrutyam means servant. Guhe means in Guha, that is in Skanda. Santu means let it be. Leena means dissolved. Mama Shesha Bhavaha is made up of Mama and Ashesha Bhavaha. Mama means mine and Ashesha Bhava means all my thoughts. Third step is rearranging the padam to make a meaningful vakya for our understanding. Therefore, when we rearrange, it will be Sada me drushi skandamurtihi santu. Sada me shrutau skandakirtihi santu. Sada me mukhe tat pavitram charitram santu. Sada me kare tasya krutyam santu. Sada me vapuhu tasya bhrutyam santu. Sada mama ashesha bhavaha guhe leena santu. In a nutshell, always may I have before my eyes the murti of Lord Skanda. Always let my ears hear only the praises of Lord Skanda. Always let my mouth sing the praise of Lord Skanda. Always let my hands be of the service to the Lord Skanda. Always let my body be a servant to the Lord Skanda. Let my all thoughts and actions be devoted to Skanda.
Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. Ekavachanam is used to denote one object. Dvivachanam is used to denote two objects. Bahuvachanam is used to denote more than two objects or many objects. For example, Balaha Kridati, a boy plays. Balau Kridataha, two boys play. Balaha Kridanti, many boys play. Verbs are in three persons in Sanskritam, namely Prathama Purushaha, third person, Madhyama Purushaha, second person, and Uttama Purushaha, first person. This week we shall learn small sentences in Vartamana Kalaha that is present tense, and in Prathama Purushaha, third person, in Ekavachanam, that is in singular numbers. We shall add actions to relative words. Janakaha vadati, father speaks. Pitamahaha pathati, paternal grandfather reads. Matamahaha hasati, maternal grandfather laughs. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Let us see what our Bandhavajana relatives are doing today. That means Adhya. Let's learn simple sentences in Vartamana Kalaha, that's present tense, Prathama Purushaha, that's third person, Ekavachanam in singular form. Putraha pruchhati, son questions. Sahodaraha namati, brother salutes. Agrajaha gayati, elder brother sings. Anujaha tishtati, younger brother stands. Matulaha pibati, uncle drinks. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Let us learn about our Bandhavajanaha, that is relatives, their actions in Vartamana Kalaha in present tense, Prathama Purushaha, that is third person, and in Ekavachanam, that is in singular form. And also the same words we shall learn and Dvivachanam, that is in dual form. As mentioned, Ekavachanam is used to denote one object and Dvivachanam is used to denote two objects. Now let us see firstly in Vartamana Kalaha, Prathama Purushaha, Ekavachanam. Shvashuraha dhyayati, father-in-law meditates. Pautraha ichhati, grandson wants. Snehitaha yachhati, friend gives. Patihi tishtati, husband stands. Jamata nayati, son-in-law leads. Now once again, Vivachanam is used to denote two objects. Let's observe how they will change in Dvivachanam. Shvashurav dhyayataha, two father-in-laws meditate. Pautrav ichhataha, two grandsons want. Snehitav yachhataha, two friends give. All these above three words are ending in akarantaha pumlingo shabdaha. Now this word, the coming word patihi in Ekavachanam, let's observe at how it's changing into pati. The reason being, this is in ikarantaha pumlingo shabdaha. So pati tishtataha, two husbands stand. Now the next one has to observe jamata in Ekavachanam will become into jamatarau nayataha, two sons-in-law lead. This is because jamatru is in rukantaha pumlingo shabdaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today let us learn about our Bandhavajanaha, that is relatives, in Strilinga Shabdaha. In Vartamana Kalaha, that is present tense, Prathama Purushaha, that is in third person, in Ekavachanam, that's in singular form. Janani Smarati, mother remembers. Pitamahi pachati. Paternal grandmother cooks. Putri dhavati. Daughter runs. Sahodari nrutyati. Sister dances. Agraja atati. Elder sister roams. Anuja gachati. Younger sister goes. Let's see how these words change in dvivachanam or dual form. Jananyau smarataha. Two mothers remember. Pita mahyau pachataha. Two paternal grandmothers cook. Putriau dhawataha. Two daughters run. Sahodaryau nrutyataha. Two sisters dance. This is because all these words belong to ikarantaha strilingo gauri shabdaha. Now let us see the word agraja in singular form, how it changes into the dual form dvivachanam. Agraje atataha. Anuja in ekavachanam becomes anuje gachataha. Two younger sisters go. That's reason being these belong to akarantaha strilingo sabdaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Let us learn about our Bandhava Janaha, that is relatives, Strilinga Shabdhaha, that is lady relatives, their actions in Vartamana Kalaha, that's present tense, Prathama Purushaha, that's third person, in Ekavachanam, that is in singular form. Matulani Nindati. Uncle's wife blames or scolds. Bharya pashyati. Wife sees. Bhratrajaya khadati. Eldest brother's wife eats. Snusha pibati. Daughter-in-law drinks. Shvashruhu upavishati. Mother-in-law sits. Let's observe how they change in dvivachanam or in dual form. Matulanyau nindataha. Two uncles' wives blame. Bharye pashyataha. Two wives see. Bhratrajaye khadataha. Two wives of elder brother. Number 2 is the idea that we need to get here. Snushe pibataha. Two daughters-in-law drink. Shvashrau upavishataha. Two mothers-in-law sit.